You ever get that feeling something big is brewing with this team, but nobody outside the faithful is really paying attention yet? That's exactly where the Niners are right now. Everybody's focused on the big stars, the injuries, the playoff expectations, but there are a couple of storylines developing behind the scenes that could completely change how this season plays out. And honestly, some fans are going to be shocked when they realize who's stepping up and what this team might already have cooking for 2026. So stick around, because once you connect all the dots, this whole situation starts looking a lot more interesting than people think. And if you're riding with the faithful this season, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop Quest for 6 down in the comments if you believe this team is ready to make another Super Bowl run. There's a name inside the 49ers building that almost nobody outside of hardcore Niner circles is talking about right now. And yet, by the end of this upcoming season, fans may look back and realize the signs were there all along. While everybody continues debating Brock Purdy, the recovery timelines of George Kittle and Nick Bosa, and whether Kyle Shanahan can finally deliver that sixth Lombardi trophy, another storyline has quietly been developing behind the scenes in Santa Clara. And according to new discussions surrounding the roster, the 49ers may already believe they've uncovered one of the most valuable hidden weapons on the entire team, Jake Tonges. What makes this situation so fascinating is that this isn't some former first-round pick finally breaking out. This isn't a flashy acquisition that dominated NFL headlines. Jake Tonges came into the league as an undrafted free agent out of Cal, bounced around trying to survive roster cuts, spent time fighting for practice squad spots, and looked like the type of player most fans would never hear about again. But inside the 49ers organization, something changed during the 2025 season. Coaches started trusting him. Quarterbacks started looking for him. And when opportunities appeared, Tonges delivered in moments that mattered. The statistics alone won't blow people away at first glance. 34 catches, 293 receiving yards, and 5 touchdowns are not numbers that instantly dominate national headlines. But anybody who actually watched the games understands why this story is becoming bigger internally for San Francisco. Tonges passed the eye test. He looked comfortable in pressure situations. He became a reliable target in the red zone. And, most importantly, he proved he could contribute when George Kittle was unavailable. That matters more than ever now because the 49ers are entering a season filled with uncertainty surrounding several stars recovering from major injuries. The organization knows they cannot afford offensive drop-offs if key players miss time. And that's exactly why Tonges' development could quietly become one of the defining stories of the season. One of the most revealing details from the report involves the chemistry Tonges built with multiple quarterbacks throughout the year. He wasn't only producing with Brock Purdy, he also developed strong timing and trust with Mac Jones during practices and backup reps. When Jones worked with the second-team offense, Tonges consistently became one of his favorite targets. That type of reliability does not happen by accident. It usually signals a player who understands spacing, timing, route leverage, and how to make himself available when plays break down. And then there's the physical profile that Shanahan's offense clearly values. At 6'4" and 240 pounds, Tonges offers size, movement ability, and soft hands. The coaching staff reportedly loves his natural receiving instincts and catch radius. Those are traits that become extremely valuable inside Shanahan's system because tight ends are constantly asked to operate in traffic, find soft spots in coverage, and become security blankets for quarterbacks under pressure. The biggest moment that truly announced Tonges to many fans came early in the season against Seattle. Out of nowhere, he connected with Brock Purdy on a game-winning improvisational touchdown play that immediately showed the trust level already developing between the two players. From there, the confidence only grew. Throughout the season, Tonges continued making clutch catches, including important red zone plays and steady postseason contributions. And here's where things get even more interesting for the future of this offense. The 49ers front office backed up their belief in Tongs financially. San Francisco signed him to a 2-year deal worth $8 million as a restricted free agent this offseason. That number may not sound massive compared to superstar contracts around the league, but for a player who once fought just to stay on the roster, it sends a very clear message. The organization believes he can be part of the offense moving forward, especially during a period where George Kittle's health becomes an unavoidable concern. And this is where the conversation becomes uncomfortable for some fans. George Kittle remains one of the best tight ends in football, but durability has increasingly become part of the discussion. According to the report, Kittle has not completed a full season since 2018, and now he's recovering from a torn Achilles suffered in January. That injury changes everything about the early stages of the 2026 season. The 49ers may have to prepare for a reality where Kittle either misses time or operates under limited snaps during the opening stretch of the year. That's exactly why Tongs suddenly becomes so important. San Francisco didn't aggressively attack the tight end market during free agency, and many fans questioned why the team stayed relatively quiet externally. But internally, the organization may already believe they solved the problem themselves. Instead of overspending on outside names, they appear fully committed to the idea that Jake Tongs can continue growing into a major contributor. And honestly, if Tongs continues developing chemistry with Purdy while becoming a consistent red zone threat, this could end up being one of the smartest low-cost moves the 49ers have made in years. But that's only part of the story surrounding this team right now. Because while San Francisco fans debate hidden gems and breakout candidates, another massive topic is starting to heat up around the organization. Are Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch essentially untouchable inside the 49ers franchise? That discussion is becoming louder after another deep playoff run, and some around the league believe Jed York may never move on from either man, no matter what happens next. And once you hear the comparisons being made involving Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, and the pressure building around this current 49ers era, the conversation gets a lot more complicated than many fans expect. What do you think about Jake Tongs becoming a bigger part of the offense this season? Do you believe he's truly the 49ers' best hidden weapon heading into 2026? Let me know in the comments because this storyline feels much bigger than most people realize right now. And if you enjoyed this update, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any breaking 49ers news, rumors, and exclusive coverage throughout the off-season and the 2026 campaign. The road to another Super Bowl run is only getting started, and you do not want to miss what's coming next.